Now, the first fight was great. I thought Roach might have won a decision, but the beat and take somebody's belt, especially a popular champion's belt, like Gervonta Tank Davis, you gotta whoop him.
I would say this was what was at stake. What was at stake if we won that belt? Different than back then what it would have been at. So millions of dollars. So I think he's eager to prove that he's the best fighter at 135.
We did how many rounds? We probably did at least 8 straight.
Yeah, but you in the bag for about 8-2.
Yeah.
That's good. You're not in bad shape.
Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach are ready to run it back in a battle that threatens to erupt into fireworks. After speculating for months, the long-awaited rematch is finally confirmed. The boxing world is soon going to get hot, as Mike Cooper has announced officially that the event so long awaited is going to take place on August 16th. Fans are already abuzz, and the mood is electric as the clock ticks closer. With the announcement out of the way, everyone's eyes are now on the fighters, the hype, and what is sure to be an electrifying encounter. June 3rd is now on every fight enthusiast's calendar as the day it all starts.
Tank is fighting Lamont Roach Jr. The rematch August 16th in Las Vegas. Now, the first fight was great. I thought Roach might have won a decision, but the beat and take somebody's belt, especially a popular champion's belt, like Gervonta Tank Davis, you gotta whoop him. You gotta thoroughly beat him. So they're gonna fight again in Vegas, August 16th. I can't wait.
Before the formal announcement was made, Lamont Roach was already willing to face a rematch against Gervonta Davis. He shared that a clause for a rematch was placed in his contract, indicating his preparedness and willingness to fight Davis anytime. This initial hint revealed Roach's confidence and determination to show himself, paving the way for a keenly awaited second fight between the two fighters.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's gonna be soon. I'm hoping it's gonna be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis was also keen on the rematch, looking forward to his chance to face Lamont Roach once again. Though at first he did not think it would finally happen, Davis viewed the bout as a way to put unfinished business to bed and demonstrate his superiority following their contentious initial bout. Both of them share the same level of interest, which creates a buzz about what is to be a bloody and highly competitive battle.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
Moving on, Lamont Roach is not taking any chances, already having started his training camp leading up to the highly anticipated rematch. As the fight draws near, Roach is very much focused, getting the jump start on things so he can be at the top of his game on fight night. Getting an early start indicates his desire to redeem and how seriously he's preparing for the test. Fans will see a more aggressive, gassed-up Roach inside the ring as he looks to rewrite history and finally put the matter to rest once and for all. Gervonta Davis has hit the ground running too, wasting no time in getting started on his training camp for the fight. With his explosive punch and laser-like concentration, Davis is already in deep prep, which means that he's taking Lamont Roach's challenge seriously. That early grind indicates that Tank is coming to make a statement, not merely to defend his name. With both men already in camp, the rematch is turning out to be an all-out war with zero margin for error.
We did how many rounds? We fight there. We straight.
Yeah, but you in the bag for about 8-2.
Yeah.
That's good. You're not in bad shape.
In spite of the stakes of the rematch being so high, Gervonta Davis seems not to be giving the fight so much priority, as recently his fans caught him indulging in recreational drugs. The unexpected act raised questions regarding his concentration and preparation, causing concern among fans who were looking forward to a disciplined strategy in advance of such a pivotal matchup. The occurrence injects another scene of drama into an already heated rivalry. But Showbiz the Adult intervened to put the controversy to rest, labeling everything as part of the mental games involved with the fight. He posited that Davis's actions could be a ploy to get under his opponent's skin and gain the psychological upper hand. Showbiz had said that mind games are typical in big fights, meant to break concentration and apply pressure before the fighters themselves enter the ring.
Lamont is signed and ready to go for the rematch, correct?
Y'all can't play so many head games. It's not even funny. Let me tell you something, bro. Lamont Roach has never been this big of a fighter before. Everyone knows Lamont Roach. So he could be reaping the benefits of just enjoying his status of having that draw with Tank, while Tank is the one with the eye of the tiger. Tank is probably the gym training his ass and then sign the contract like, all right, we got to fight when? June. Oh, shit. Sugar Ray Leonard did that to Roberto Duran. Duran was told that he had a fight in a couple weeks, and he was like, dude, I'm 190 pounds in Panama, which is why Roberto Duran was out of shape in the No Mas fight and was like, no mas. So Tank could be over there working, sign the contract in 3 weeks, and all of a sudden Lamont Roach got to put a training camp together.
After his disputed draw with Lamont Roach in their initial meeting, Gervonta Davis has been seeking redemption, and now he finally has it. The fight raised a lot of controversy, with even Canelo Alvarez making comments about the result. Canelo insisted that according to the rules, Davis was supposed to be disqualified, fueling the controversy. For Gervonta, this rematch is more than mere title defense. It's an opportunity to vindicate his name, shut up his critics, and convince everyone that he remains the best in the division.
Opinion, if it was a draw, he take a knee, and plus the corner go up and put it a towel in the face. That's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
The tensions are already simmering before the rematch, as both Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis were caught trading angry words during their recent confrontation. The level of animosity between them is obviously genuine, and their intense demeanor only fired up the stakes higher. What began as a disputed draw has now turned into an all-out rivalry. With both fighters obviously riled up, this isn't about titles anymore, it's personal.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the stare down and a few words exchanged. They'll lace each other until they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow night for the main event of the evening. The WBA Lightweight Championship of the World, Gervonta Tank Davis versus the Reaper, Lamont Roach.
Since their last fight, Gervonta Davis has escalated the heated exchanges further by bringing Lamont Roach's family into the crosshairs of their recent altercations. This escalation gave the feud a personal touch, raising the stakes and emotions further.
My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. You hear me?
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On
Hey,
my kids, he was
never.
shaking.
Don't
Never.
say, bro.
That's cap.
What I about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
It gotta be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be. Hey,
Somebody lying.
Good.
hey.
Yeah, somebody lying.
Hey.
Somebody lying.
Hey. I'm
Okay,
glad my
Tank,
name ain't somebody.
In spite of the fiery exchanges and obvious tension between the two, both Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach have also been respectful of one another. Davis especially gave respect to Roach's abilities by labeling him an A+ fighter, noting the technical prowess and toughness that Roach has to offer in the ring. This adds a note of sportsmanship to their feud, and it implies that despite the hostility, there is real respect for the other's work and success in the sport.
He got good skills. That's why he's here. I think he's 25-0 with 10 knockouts. So I think he's a A+ fighter, I would say.
Lamont Roach has also publicly respected Gervonta Davis's strength, appreciating the raw force and explosiveness Davis carries into the ring. Roach admits Davis's knockout power and striking prowess make him a formidable fighter who deserves complete respect. This confession underscores that although their feud is heated, Roach is fully cognizant of the danger Davis presents, which contributes to the stakes and tension of their impending rematch.
How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told y'all I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll. Like I said, I knew I had a chin. I mean, I spar guys that were like junior middleweights, like current champions that was at that weight. So I know I can take a punch. He's twitchy in there. Like I do see why he knocked people out. I mean, like being up close and personal. Obviously, I seen it on the TV like that, but I understand why he knocked people out. I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna tell him.
Furthermore, Lamont Roach has been respectful of Gervonta Davis on numerous occasions, complimenting Davis's abilities and strength in the ring. Yet, in spite of such respect, Roach is still sure of himself and his mentality. He trusts his training and technique and is psychologically prepared to demonstrate himself. Such an equilibrium of respect and self-confidence powers Roach's resolve to give his best and battle Davis intensely in their next bout.
Enough separation with this don't happen again.
Whew, that's a good question. It'd definitely be based off of. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta put myself. It's gonna be based on my training camp.
Mm-hmm.
I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie. I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. A lot of people talking down like, oh, he did it. Well, some, because he still got a super fan base that's saying that he's going to take my head off and damn near kill me in a rematch. But they like, don't get it. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. So it's like, don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
How much has your life changed since this fight?
Lamont Roach also boldly declared that the bright lights and big stage won't get to him or knock him off his feet. He reaffirmed his toughness of mind and preparedness to perform when put under pressure, demonstrating he's completely ready to put up with the spotlight in this high-pressure rematch. Such an attitude speaks volumes about Roach's will to remain focused and composed despite the high-tension environment building up around the fight.
Telling them, that's what people don't get. I've been trying to tell them since they announced the fight. I've been saying the same thing. I've been on the same path. The same path. He better be ready. Because I know what I'm coming to do. I know what I prepared for, and I know what I can do. I know that the lights wasn't going to affect me. I'm not one of them, like, and I know people, like you said, people say what don't affect them and what, you ain't gonna know till you get
say
there.
anything you want, but I'm gonna act like I've been there before, even though I haven't, brother. Them lights hit you, and you start looking out at that crowd, like I ain't never seen as many people at a fight before. Bruh, whatever's in you gonna come out. And if you got some turn in you, or if you not as confident as you've been trying to, we gonna see it.
You gonna see.
We gonna see it.
I'm telling you.
Now I was trying to figure this out.
However, Lamont Roach Sr. has shown great faith in his son's prospects, citing the tireless efforts and practice Lamont Jr. has devoted to his training. He underscored his son's disciplined approach to work as a vital component that differentiates him and equips him for the high-pressure rematch. Roach Sr. is convinced that such dedication and concentration will be instrumental in transcending the challenge they face and demonstrating his son's ability and determination within the ring.
I would say this was what was at stake. What was at stake if we won that belt? Different than back then what it would have been at. So millions of dollars. So I think he's eager to prove that he's the best fighter at 135.
Moving on, Lamont Roach continued to point out that while Gervonta Davis may be smaller in size, it's his explosive speed and wrecking power that really distinguish him from other fighters. Roach confirmed that Davis's unique blend of quickness and knockout power makes him a standout fighter in the division. This acknowledgement reflects the difficulty Roach is up against, but also indicates his respect for Davis's attributes while keeping his mind focused on his own game plan for their fight.
You still feel like he's too small?
He was too small.
Dang.
You just calling a spade. No disrespect, no nothing. He's just too small. I've been in there with some big guys. I do a lot of work that prepares me to be grounded and be strong in the inside, get in position, stuff like that.
His power make up the difference for all that.
Oh yeah, it do.
Explosiveness, skill, accuracy.
It do. His
like you said, his accuracy is something that ain't talked about.
Unbelievable. I ain't gonna lie.
It takes skill, bro. It takes an IQ to be able to see something and then land something like where you need to land it. You know.
His accuracy is unbelievable. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a boxing fan, so like, I done seen him put them dudes away.
After the fight, what you thinking?
Sharing his thoughts, Shakur Stevenson cautioned Gervonta Davis against underestimating Lamont Roach Jr., reiterating that Roach is a serious and capable fighter. Stevenson pointed out Roach's tenacity and training, calling on Davis to enter the battle with utmost respect and concentration. He suggested that downplaying Roach might bring unprecedented challenges, reminding Davis that Lamont's skill and willpower render him a formidable opponent in the ring. This warning put extra pressure on Davis before their much-awaited rematch.
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
Unlike Shakur, Terrence Crawford has openly shown disdain for Gervonta Davis, primarily due to the arrogance exhibited by Davis both in and out of the ring. Crawford appears upset by what he feels is Davis's excessive confidence and showboating, which has created tension between the two. This scorching rivalry teases a potential future showdown, with Crawford seeming to want to face Davis and put his pride in check. The growing tension between these two best-in-the-world fighters creates additional hype and expectation for a potential big fight.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that, dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways.
And for Lamont Roach, Keyshawn Davis has publicly professed his desire to fight him, saying no other bout would be more exciting or significant to him than a fight with Lamont. Keyshawn views this fight as an interesting test and a chance to show himself against a capable and well-respected fighter. His enthusiasm adds another layer of intrigue to the lightweight division, signaling that the competition remains fierce and that fans can expect thrilling contests ahead involving these rising stars.
Kind of what you're expecting him to beat Tank, and then are you expecting him for him to complete those words and come fight you next?
If he beat Tank, I would love to fight Lamont next. Like, if he beat Tank, like, literally, if he beat Tank, it's only one fight to make it a lightweight division. Me versus Lamont, like, real shit. Like, it's like, be for real. So, like, if you beat Tank, bro, let's fight. No disrespect, nothing like that. Tank, you know, if you win, let's fight. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, shit, since he said something like that, Lamont, bro, all jokes aside, I would love to fight you. I think, you know, we would make, you know, decent amount of bread. I think it'll make sense. So, if you want to fight me, I want to fight you, bro. Let's make it happen.
I know Navarrete also recently said he would want to come back at 135 and try you. And, you know, and I know...
That's what he said?
Yeah, he said he want to come.
Wow.
So, would you fight? I mean, it's obvious, yes, but what's your thoughts about Navarrete coming?
I don't think I would fight Navarrete.
No?
Nah, it's not. It's a pointless fight. I wouldn't be excited in camp fighting Navarrete.
Thanks for watching. With tensions high and respect earned, this rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach is shaping up to be an unforgettable battle. The rivalry is personal, the stakes are massive, and both fighters are hungry for victory. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates and fight breakdowns. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss a moment of the action.